So first of all, Veeran and I went to the same school,
High school.
same high school, yes, and but we were there in different eras. So like, for you, what was your?
Do you not want to say where the school is?
What was it say?
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, so we both went to Stellenberg High School. But what was your grade's main thing or main problem that was there? Or like even what was the best thing?
Best thing. The best thing about us?
Yeah, I guess.
There was the other question, and what's the worst thing about us, essentially?
Yeah. What was the thing that you guys got in trouble for? Or like, I remember when I was in high school, I think one of the biggest problems besides like drugs and smoking was the problem between the English and the Afrikaans learners. Like, there was always this big. So I genuinely think, and I'm not really sure of the history of the school, but so Stellenberg is a bilingual school,
Yes.
but I'm not sure when it became bilingual.
Bilingual.
Yes,
You're saying bilingual.
I'm not sure when it became bilingual. But it felt new when I was there. So like, I did IT, but the teachers spoke in Afrikaans or gave the class in Afrikaans, and that's pure evil. So I didn't do IT. But I remember there was this like one day that like our grade eights just called us together, and they were like talking to us about like what the heck is the problem between this English and the Afrikaans. And you know what, like, if I walk around during break, like, it doesn't feel like there is a problem. But there is this problem. And like, I personally didn't understand it.
Did you personally experience it?
I don't. Well, I mean, only in that instance now of the Afrikaans the teacher teaching IT of all things in Afrikaans. So for me, that was like the only case. I think it was like in the rugby, like there was probably something happening. The rugby boys. But for me, I was like, why are they bringing us together for this? What is this? Like, why are they talking to us about why is there a problem between the English students and the Afrikaans students?
But it's also not just the students. It's within...
Yeah. Well,
the
what's the problem
teachers
with
as
the
well.
English and Afrikaans? Yeah.
That makes life difficult, though. Because you go, like, especially for IT, you're not...
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to have Afrikaans IT?
Yeah.
So...
I don't know. Maybe he was revolutionary and like Afrikaans, like
he wanted to change the entire
like
curriculum.
Google South Africa is written on pure Afrikaans code. Imagine.
No, that makes life difficult. And like you said, you didn't even do it at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I stopped that. I could not understand what was going on. Like, I was not the best student. How was high school for you, though?
I liked high school. Like, especially when I got to grade 10, because then I could do what I wanted to do. And I did music, art, and drama. I feel like we've said this already. But it has its weird things. You know what I really liked about not what I liked about it, but what I found so weird, because it's kind of a time where everyone's experimenting, like learning about themselves, what they like, who they like. But there was
Especially who they like.
Yeah, especially who they like. And it's so weird because there were girls that was so weird. But I participated in ways that I enjoyed. Like, for example, there was this, I have no idea what his name was. Can't be saying people's names. But there was this boy that came to our high school. And he looked like Justin Bieber's doppelganger.
Mm.
Like, when you start staring at him, you're like, nah, it's not him.
Mm.
But when he just walks,
Mm.
you would swear it's Justin.
Mm.
And also, he had the same hairstyle. It was just
I think he was just going for that look because he was like, well, I look like Justin Bieber, so I
might
might,
as well.
embrace it.
Yeah, so then people legitimately, secretly, like, did PI photos, like paparazzi photos of him. So, like, you would be walking on the one side of the school, and then everyone would, like, okay, not everyone, people would go to the others, try to catch him, like, through the corridors, take pictures of him.
That is so weird. Oh my word. And like, so did he stay until the end? Or
I really can't remember what happened to him. I think so.
no, there was a few really weird characters.
Did you not have any doppelgangers?
Doppelgangers, I don't think so. I don't think we had any doppelgangers. High school for me was weird because I'm a firm believer of school was a waste of my time. Like, I enjoyed being there in terms of like seeing people and doing sports and being with the people. I didn't have the subjects I enjoyed. And I don't think I would have found any subjects that I would have really enjoyed, to be honest. Because they didn't have a film thing when I was there, and now like Stellenberg is this
fancy
school, not technicon, but technologically advanced school.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, a technicon advanced school. Now, yeah, when we went to the high school the other day, and I saw what it is, and I'm like, this looks great. I wish I had this when I was there. But yeah, I was a firm believer this is a waste of time. And I only say that it's because like everything I learned and know today has nothing to do with high school. Okay, so I did maths, physics, business, and geography. That's a weird combination. That's only because I started off with physics, IT, and EGD, engineering, graphics, and design. So that was my subjects, and I was like, I am not this person. I'm not this person at all.
But you see, that made your entire high school also not
Sealed.
enjoyable. Like, I enjoyed it because I got to do what I wanted to.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing that I said to my parents when it comes to high school, because I always knew I wanted to become a singer. And then I did not want to go to, what do you call that, the bridging high school? I don't know.
I have no
The
idea.
primary school always has a high school that you automatically
the sister high school.
yeah,
or
that you
whatever.
automatically would go to. I didn't want to go to mine because mine was economic based.
Okay.
Like, they thrived in economics, and they had none of the stuff that I wanted to do.
Okay.
And
I actually never knew there was things like that.
what?
Like that sister school. Like I realized that like once I got to high school, that most of the Eversdal kids came to Stellenberg because it's down the road, or the Gene Low.
Gene Low, yeah, I knew about a lot of. But no, why I knew about it is because, so I was very horrible in primary school. Like,
Terrible person.
yeah, no, guys, you will never understand. Like, I was very bad at school. I was loud. I was just everything. And why I knew about this high school, the bridging or sister, I don't know what you call them. Let's call it sister school. It's because we all like, even if we fail, we're just gonna go there. So
Yes, sir.
like,
Yeah.
High school's fine. We didn't have to think about anything. We just gonna go to that high school. Um, but then I got to go to Stellenberg, and that totally changed my. Look, it was rough. I struggled in grade 8 because if you compare that mindset to a very good school, Stellenberg is like you're working hard now.
Yeah. And it was also the first time you saw white people.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's not the first time I saw, but it was the first time I interacted with white people. It was weird. Like my mommy, the first day, my mom on her way there, she said to me, and I truly believe this. She said, "I'm gonna be the darkest person
That's funny.
at the school."
That is funny.
And I'm like, this is not, like, I was so shocked at that comment. And I got there and I'm like, oh no, it's not that bad. Um yeah. But it was nice. I love Stellenberg. I love the experience at Stellenberg.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think I would have wanted to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
I did suck at like academics, but like that it did open up a lot of other things. I met a lot of different kind of people that I don't think I would have met if I
Went somewhere else.
Yeah, you know.
It also
I actually fell in love with Afrikaans, to be honest. There,
me too.
yeah.
Afrikaans is a mooi taal. Like, I can't speak Afrikaans fluently, but when I went to Stellenberg, it made me realize the beauty of the language.
Yeah.
Like how descriptive the language is. Like, I love how when you say something, you can feel through the words what it's like. Like, that's what I fell in love with. I don't know if everyone experiences it, but that's what I saw. Because it's so pretty.
For me, coming to Stellenberg wasn't like that much of a shell shock because of the primary school that I went to. There was mixed races, and it was actually kind of balanced.
Mixed as in?
Like there was black, white, colored, Indian. Yeah, there was all sorts.
No, not in mine.
Is it? Yeah, you
Just
were
colored and black.
Okay. For me, it was more shocking to see how little colored people they are and little black people they are. I mean, when I was in Stellenberg, I think there were so little colored people, they all could hang out in one little spot on the pavilion.
And that's the entire...
That's the whole
entirety of the coloreds.
You know, it was maybe like the matriculates that were just like doing their own things, but like everyone else was basically there. That's, you know, there is a brown spot on the on the stadium, so on the podium. Oh, what did they call it?
I don't...
Pavilion. Sorry, on the pavilion. Yes. So for me, it wasn't a shock. It didn't feel like too bad, and because I think so a lot of people I knew, and not necessarily from my primary school. There was like one or two kids from my primary school that went to the same high school, but there was a lot of kids that I knew from other places that came to Stellenberg, and that was cool for me at first because I was like, oh my word, you're gonna be here, you know? And then I was like, oh cool, because I've never been school friends with you, you know. I've been church friends or
you
something.
had friends there already.
Yeah, so that was cool.
I didn't know anyone. No one from my side of the world went there. No one from my primary school, anyone that I knew out of school.
It's funny though, like the people I made better friends with the people I met there.
Now that you say this, are you friends with anyone from high school still?
Not at all. Not at all. You?
Not at all. Okay, there's one person. Two. Yeah, I have 3 people that I would talk to or that I would wouldn't mind seeing.
Mm.
But like high school was I liked sort of like highlight what my feelings of high school is. I enjoyed the actual like my teachers. I loved my teachers and the experiences that I got there. When it comes to the kids, I did not like it at all.
Oh, is it?
Like I enjoyed learning about everyone and experiencing things, but like the friends that I made and the stories that happened and the drama and the didn't enjoy it. That part was a bit my social life, if I can say, at the high school was bad.
Yeah.
And your highlights?
Some of my highlights are like one of them is my Afrikaans teacher. She was just really cool. You know, she was strict, but like at the same time, she was really cool. She was always funny and all of that. But she took her work seriously. Aftercare, like I said, was definitely I enjoyed that. Playing sports or playing cricket. Really enjoyed playing cricket. Missed that. Thank you. What was your favorite memories of high school? I think let us know. Put it in the comments.
Please let us know your cringeworthy stories that happened in high school.
Yeah.
We'd love to have it. Maybe we can have a segment where we just talk about everyone's anonymously, of course.
Yeah.
Your cringeworthy stories. If you really want to make it anonymous, you can also send it to our email.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Awesome. Thank you.
Ciao!
Ciao. Bye-bye.